astonished by the vituperation heaped on Mrs. May, and I think it's really doing her speech a disservice. As I understood what she was saying, she wasn't saying immigrants were bad people. She wasn't saying that she didn't like immigrants being in the country. She was talking about the scale of what's been happening. And when you talk about, what does she mean by social cohesion? I took her to mean that our public services are already unable to cope with the sheer numbers who have come in. We would have to build, I don't know how many cities the size of Leicester in a short space of time to cope with all of that. And I would add to that, I don't think she said this, but I would say this, that if you have a certain number of immigrants coming in, as was the case until, I don't know, 50 years ago or so, Britain mainly had a very settled community. The immigrants who came in were of a tiny number compared with the numbers who have been coming in. If you have too many coming into a society who come from very different cultures, it becomes almost impossible to assimilate them into the culture, which we would all want to do, because we all want to be part of a society where we share a culture, where we share the idea of what a nation is, we share national identity. If you simply can't do that because the numbers are too great, you can't teach any sort of intelligible history or language because there's too much diversity, then you're in great danger of a society breaking down altogether. And instead of what we would all want, which is a shared culture, you're in danger of breaking into a society which is organised in terms of groups who are jostling for power against each other.
Yeah.